Hey y'all, this is Jai, and I'm back with a little marketing thought moment POV. So, I said I wasn't gonna talk about reality, celebrities, real people, but this has kind of been pondering my brain, and I wonder if anybody else has noticed it. So, with the B Simone thing, is it really a friendship situation? Or is it really her coins are low and she's pulling a marketing move? What I noticed that I said I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm wondering if anybody else is noticing this. She put out a clip it or a snippet of her having an interview with DaBaby. And if anybody knows, she's always said that was her crush. She's always said that was her crush. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So she's also did a couple of more podcasts. She did the one where she's talking to the friend, and the friend was saying how she felt bad because she was not supporting her when she was down, but she seen her writing other checks. And B Simone is saying, well, hey, I can't even shop where I used to shop anymore. Okay. Then I personally seen you. I haven't watched the whole interview, but I seen her on Isaac Curry's show. Isaac Curry is a gospel artist who's kind of stepping into podcasting and talking to different people, and that's all good. She's also been on other podcasts where I guess she's kind of talking about her issues in relationships and things of that nature. So at first I was like, is she rebranding herself, or is she like, what is she trying to do? What Cause you jumping into different genres. You in the bed having an interview with DaBaby, then you talking about issues, daddy issues, or issues with relationships. Then you on a gospel podcast, which I don't think he wants it to be called a gospel podcast, but you're talking to a gospel artist on his podcast. So it's a bunch of jumping around. So I was like, she's just doing her thing, whatever. Until I watched the Humble Baddies podcast. That's with Rochelle. I can't pronounce her name. Is it Ocho Cinco, old girlfriend that's on the reality show on Netflix? Alexis Stoudemire and their friend, I forgot her name, Portia. They all were on the Rags to Riches thing on Netflix. Anyway, which again is a good show in my opinion. But they touched on something, and I'm like, that's what it is. B Simone may be, I don't want to say she's broke, but she did mention that she has the capital, she just doesn't have the liquid asset. Her getting on all these different platforms, she's basically trying to keep her name out there, because the more you say her name, the more she's popping up in the search engines, and her name is her name is set across brands. So in actuality, I guess she's really playing it smart, because you keep talking about her situation. And as they said before, she's had past controversies with the book and the plagiarism and all this and all that. And I just lost my best friend and I cut everybody else off. And which I think, and I'm wondering why nobody talked about that yet. It's something to me when a woman don't have friends or you cutting everybody out. Everybody ain't not trying to get you, but that's another topic for another day. But anyway, the whole, she's bouncing on different platforms that initially in my eyes it didn't align with her brand, but she's just trying to keep us in her mouth. Keep her in our mouth. And that's how she keeps producing. That's gonna continue to get her views, clicks, likes, and all that kind of thing, and subscriptions. Even the baby interview, when I first saw that, I'm like, wow, I want to see that. I can't wait till that comes out. But she knows that again, if you know and if you follow B Simone, you know that her crush is DaBaby. So on that interview, they're in the bed together. Like, what? And that's what caught my eye. Like, if it would have been a sit down interview, I bet you $5 that that interview would have been on a regular streaming service rather than behind her paywall. So you making people be like, what? And then in the clips, they're talking as if they're a couple or if they're trying to get together. But again, just not too long ago, you was crying on somebody's podcast about your issues in relationships. So which one is it gonna be? So I personally think she's taking the route of just consistently being on the tip of somebody's tongue. People are just talking about her. And maybe whatever catches on, she'll latch on to and do something with that. And I don't know if that's really considered a rebranding, because you just kind of, it's almost the Tyler Perry effect. And what I call the Tyler Perry effect, I don't know if you guys noticed, and whenever he launches a show, that first season or that first block of shows, say like the new show that he has on Netflix, Sheet of People, I think that's the name of it. And he did this with sisters. He's doing this with divorced sisters. I feel like Tyler takes something, an idea, and he throws it against the wall and see what's going to stick. And the way he sees what's going to stick is how we react to it. It's how the audience reacts to it. So I think this is something B Simone is doing. She's just throwing out a bunch of different stuff and seeing what's going to bring in the most numbers. Whether y'all like it or not, y'all talking about how she's not the best friend. And we obviously kind of see that from the friendship relationships that she's had. Because this girl here that she's talking to about a best friend, this is not the same girl that she had the podcast with, I don't think. But anyway, so you got that situation. We know how her relationship is and what she thinks about DaBaby. We got that going on. And then we got the other podcast where she's talking about life and feelings and things that she's went through. So she's basically trying to see what her audience wants her to see her in. What are they talking about her the most in? And at the end of the day, she's winning. So I guess she say, keep my name in your mouth. She'll get paid. And I guess in this day and age, I really can't blame her, because that's how things work. So more power to you, girl. I don't know if you really care about the relationships, or if you just trying to run up them coins, run that bag up. So like, share, and subscribe. Hey, comment and tell me what y'all think about it from a marketing standpoint. And I know everybody don't think like me, but she keeping her name out there, keep people talking. And I think that's how the bigger brands basically look at you. Look at us on YouTube. We're doing what we feel comfortable with, what we have a passion for, what we have skills for. Again, check out the description and get that PDF, the Passion and Skills PDF, so you could try to figure out what you need to do to get on YouTube, because this 9-to-5 crap ain't getting it. I'm doing this right now when I'm supposed to be working. But anyway, yeah, so she's basically taking what she has and trying to see what's gonna stick the hardest. So you can't really, I hope this isn't an old saying, you can't really hate the player, hate the game. Do your thing. So again, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.